Hey, aloha and welcome to Beach Walks with Rocks. You can find us at beachwalks.tv. And it's really loud here. It's really interesting for Shane and I to be filming here on Maui because the energy is so different. There's very little wind, but the sound of the waves is so much louder that we keep tinkering with our gear to try and get, we're looking for the familiar sound and we're probably not going to get it because the energy is different. And funny, because that's actually what I was going to talk about today is how different the energy is. And I was going to talk about it in terms of words though. A long time ago when I did Toastmasters, I competed with a speech that was along the lines of sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will really hurt me. And that was really to shake up that old notion that words don't hurt us because, in fact, words pack so much power. And they pack a lot of confused energy as well. And we're seeing this really played out in living color, I think, in a lot of social networks because people are communicating so quickly in such short sound bites that the meaning often is lost, or the meaning gets magnified as it's carried forward by hundreds, thousands, millions of people who don't really know what they're talking about. They're just passing on something they heard from someone else. And so I'm really committed in this week that we're having our retreat of using fewer words, of being very attentive to the energy in the words that I use, and trying as much as possible to not retell old stories, because I've come to notice that when I tell a story, it brings that energy with it, right? That's part of why we tell certain stories. And if the story happens to be a negative one or a downer or a problem, I realize all I'm doing is bringing more of that energy back into my life, into my being. And so now I've got this zip it policy going on where just not going to do it, not going to talk about the things that I think are problems. I'm going to let those problems solve themselves, and I'm going to reorient my mind and my words. The Hawaiian word for word is olelo. And I'm going to change the energy on it. So the word for energy that I looked up is ikehu, but that's more of the sort of engineering type of energy. So I'm looking for a word, maybe someone out there can help me, that sort of combines ikehu with mana. Mana is the spiritual energy, but it's a much more sacred kind of a concept than just this garden variety energy that ebbs and flows with words, with glances, with movements, with space, with waves. That's really the ikehu there, that mechanical, kinetic energy of the waves. And may the energy of bliss be with you today. That's what I'm going for, aiming my airplane up. Haleakala is clear this morning, no clouds on top. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day here on Maui. Thank you so much for joining us. Aloha.